Get motivated with Mr. Smiles, Vinny Chopra. He is also known as Mr. Enthusiasm. He will share and challenge you each week on great topics on how to get excited, how to really make things happen in your business, and change your life for the better. Here is Vinny with this week's Motivation Inspiration.
Hi guys, welcome to Weekly Motivation Power Talk with Mr. Smiles, also known as Vinny Chopra. Hey Vinny, how you doing this morning?
I'm great, Alicia. Thank you. It's bright and early in the morning. I love it.
Yes, now, and guys, I am your co-host, Alicia DeBrell. So this is going to be a good one. I love all of our morning talks. So we meet once a week. We talk about great subjects. And today we are going to talk about something that Mr. Smiles is a pro at, and that is discipline. Because he is a very successful man. If you know anything about his history or anything about him, is extremely successful. So the only way you can be that way is to have a lot of discipline. So Mr. Smiles, give us the goods.
Thank you.
You know, give us the goods. Give us the goods.
Thank you. Thank you, Alicia. You know, discipline is the key to success to everybody. I want to say that right on the outset. You know, if we're not disciplined, then we will be accomplishing some, but we will not accomplish what we are really capable of. I believe that way. And self-discipline is the word I want to talk about today. You know, self-discipline will bring us to the beautiful dreams that we might be chasing. You and I did that, you know, one of the podcasts on chasing dreams. That brings into reality. If we want to accomplish our goals, we need to be disciplined. So let's talk about it. You know, what is discipline? Discipline is to be able to really conquer our mind, to make the decision, not with our emotions, our whims, our
hormones.
Yeah, exactly. You know, we get sidetracked all the time in our life. We do every day, as a matter of fact, you know, but when do we say yes and when do we say no? Discipline of saying no at the right time is also a self-discipline. So I think let's just talk about, kind of break it down. You know, self-discipline, again, is to conquer your mind, your thinking, to discipline ourselves to accomplish goals, I think. You know, in other words, if we are disciplining ourselves to really, let's, for example, think about, we get a lot of emails nowadays, right? We are on the social media. We are, you know, the notifications come on our iPhone and Android. And our computer has these notification things, and every app has a notification now. I think to really discipline ourselves to accomplish more in a day, we need to turn off the notifications. We need to just say no to it.
Yeah. But if I do, then nothing will get done.
I know. I think
we'll live on more notifications.
If I may say, you'll get a lot more. All of us will get, and me included, by the way, get a lot more done. Because once we make up our mind to concentrate and discipline ourselves to do certain activity, Alicia, right? We accomplish that activity in a much quicker way, in a much better way, and with the highest productivity and efficiency. Those are the two words, right? Effectiveness, efficiency, and productiveness. All those things come with self-discipline. So I think, you know, when I close the door to my office, it's amazing when I'm having more self-time. That's the other thing, by the way. You know, we talk about times we spend during the day, downtime, driving time, coffee time.
An appointment with yourself.
You know, but the self-time, I call it, is the thinking time is another word for it. I call it, you know, when we are doing that special thing, in the time, I was just reminded by Stephen Covey, my great mentor, how to, the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. Mm-hmm. Over there, he talks about 4 quadrant of time, how you spend time, the urgency, and the immediacy and the, putting out fires in our company or in our life or in our business, that is the time which takes away lots of our time during the day. The best time, one should be in that quadrant, the fourth quadrant. I remember I should have looked at it last night. I didn't get a chance to see it, but that was the thinking and the planning and relationship building time, we call it. The fourth time is the best time. Proactive time, if I remember correctly when I read it many, many years back. It's the thing that we do to progress our business. It's the time when we are not urgent and we are not, urgency is not there, but it's important. Yeah. It's important, but not urgent. It's the quadrant that we need to be in,
Makes sense.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, that makes sense. That makes sense because it's time that you have to be present.
Sure, so true, And again, what could be that time? The time when it's not urgent, not in the, battlefield, we call it, right? When everybody's trying to get your brain out and, and be in meetings and you say, I got to do this, I got to do that, I got to do this. And oh my gosh, I didn't do this. All those things happen in chaos when we don't take time in the fourth quadrant. And that is non-urgent and they're important, but not.
They're not it's not the end of the world if it doesn't happen, but it needs to happen.
Yeah, exactly. So essentially, I would say self-discipline is coming to us to keep our mind right, to do the activities we need to do. We don't need to do the urgent activities. We do have to do them if we can delegate them. So self-discipline also comes by prioritizing. I mean, if you go on my desk, I write two words very big there. One is to prioritize my life, my activities, what I need to do, to-do list, prioritize. And then the other thing is delegate. So you got to concentrate on those two things, prioritize and delegate, so that you could do prioritize, meaning what activities are the most important is A1, A2, A3, A4, A5, B, B1, B2, B3, like that sequence, right? Once you get to C1, C2, C3, D1, D2, D3, those C's and D's, maybe you have somebody in your organization who could do a better job.
Yeah, or somebody on Fiverr or anywhere.
Upwork, Fiverr, freelancers.
A kid, a neighbor. It could be mowing the lawn that you could outsource.
Totally. It's so true. Many times we feel that we are in a cocoon. Yeah. That we are the only one living in this life. We should not be. We should be actually getting more people happily involved in the activities that we are doing so that we can accomplish more, so that we can delegate and have time to do the things that we want to do really and get bigger results. Because in life, as we have heard and said and listened and read, is that 80-20 rule, Pareto principle, I call it, right? I don't
what do you mean by 80-20?
Pareto principle, it means that 20% of what we do religiously, 20% of the very focused activities, the best activities we want to do, disciplined activities, bring 80% of the results. Oh my gosh. That is so important, what we just talked about. 20-80 or 70-30, it doesn't matter, because 30% of the activity is going to bring us huge results. Then we should be disciplined, self-disciplined to do only those 20% of the activities. Oh, this is very important, because if we concentrate, if we self-discipline ourselves to get into paper and writing and everything in our team, accomplishing our mission and everything, I can go a lot more into that, successful coaching and all that. But the big thing is we need to concentrate what are those very distinct, defined activities that's going to bring us high results.
It makes sense. And it makes sense. Like, I like the way you've talked about delegating and prioritizing different tasks and different things in your life before. But we've done other podcasts where you've actually brought this subject up. And you, from what I can understand, you find that extremely important when it comes to everything with the mind, with discipline, was it time management we did? We've done a couple of different podcasts where we brought up, being able to delegate what you can and prioritize what's important and not taking on too much all at once and not beating yourself up if you can't accomplish everything. Sure. You know what I mean? To just you're always trying to, with your motivation, your positivity, and your training, you're always, in your podcast, you're always trying to tell people to not take on more than what they can swallow, if that makes sense.
Yeah, right. I mean, the thing is that, we want to stretch, of course. Yeah. We want to get better each and every day, I call it, with massive actions and so forth. But also being disciplined is very important. Discipline to be on time, to meet and respect others' time, to really make sure that you're well prepared with your thinking and planning when you get to the meetings. So self-discipline is so important that we are doing what we need to do so that we can accomplish and be a true leader. See, managers are a lot of people are managers. It means they manage time, they manage people, they manage activities.
Schedules.
Leaders are the ones who are really disciplined to set the tone. Okay, if I may say that word, set the tone in their organization to be arriving there early, having totally top-notch agenda and making sure that the meetings don't last too long and making sure that everybody is really immersed in the meeting. They are not watching the time when you let them go. Yeah. They're not looking at their iPhone and doing, playing a video game on their iPhone.
They're engaged in the presentation. They're engaged in what they're supposed to be doing, is what you're saying.
Exactly.
Basically what you're talking about.
I really believe that we can bring that morale, that culture. The company culture should be that we are very self-disciplined organization. Enjoy. Work hard and play hard. But at the same token, when we are really dealing with the issue, then we need to be focused there, So self-discipline is a huge activity. It doesn't come just by itself. We have to work at it. We have to have that to-do list and we have to prioritize, like I mentioned, and we have to be willing to change. Wow, that's another thing too. Self-discipline brings the change in us too, because if you want to be a better person, if you want to be a better father, if you want to be a better mother, we need to be self-disciplined. And, I don't want people to listen to me and watch me and say, you know what, I'm not going to be that person. Nobody is. I'm not perfect.
I'm not perfect either. I'm not perfect.
Nobody's perfect. Nobody will die imperfect human beings. And that's okay. That's totally okay. But the thing is, we need to be acting towards getting better. We need to be working hard, making our mind to be a little bit better disciplined so that we can accomplish more.
I know, I completely agree. And so I guess me, I always like to ask about a nugget of advice, but this one I want you to give to me a little bit different. Okay. So somebody who's looking to discipline their brain for success in business. Okay. No matter what it is, give me 3 steps. The first 3 steps you would tell them to do. Okay. To be more successful. Let's just say they're starting a business out, or maybe they have a business. Let's do the starting the business. They're starting off in the business. They want to accomplish something. 3 steps in detail. What they would do. What would be your nugget of advice to start a business? What would it be?
Okay, good. Alicia, I would say in my mind, simple mind, it really boils down to making the decision. When you say discipline, you got to make a decision what you want to accomplish. That's the big one. Why you want to accomplish what you want to accomplish. That's the number one step, I would say. Dig into yourself, think into and get into your in mind and write it down. What will be the benefits of what you want to accomplish? Number one. That's number one step. Number two, no excuses.
No excuses. I love it.
No excuses, that's the number two. You got to set your mind to say that you can accomplish it, even though you don't know anything and everything about what you want to accomplish or the acts of doing it or steps to do it. You got to just tell yourself it's going to happen. It's going to happen. I don't know right now, but I'll figure it out. No excuses is my second one. Second step. The third step, I will go to say, act now. If you want to accomplish that particular goal, that dream, that something that you want to accomplish, discipline yourself to do it. Mindset. Third thing is act now. Just make it into a habit to just say, I'm going to tackle it. Let me think through who are the people I know who might be in that particular field or what I want to accomplish. Seek out. See, we live alone our life too much. We should not live our life alone that much. We are a team. We are a goal. We are a world, a family. That's the word. We got to reach out and embrace other people because they, like-minded people, will accomplish goals much better because what you want to accomplish is not different. I'm telling you, it is. Lots of people are chasing the same thing what you want to do. Then let's research. Let's find out who are these people and get into their circle. And then you will find out what they are doing. Maybe where you want to go. It may take you 6 months to go there, but somebody has already devised a program or they have already reached there, and you just go and follow that same game plan. Get them into your circle.
And actually, I was just going to bring up that you talked about in a previous podcast about surrounding yourself. The 5 people you surround yourself with is the average income of what you would be earning.
Sure, I believe that. It's been written in the books for 100 years, the company you keep. Yeah, you are the average of 5 of those people in their thinking, in their behavior, in their making money potentials and all that. All that is the 5 people that you surround and the 5 books you read, by the way, the best reads, and what you're reading today, that is going to affect your mind, what you're listening today. So listen to us.
Yes, listen to us. Love it. Yes. Definitely. All right, Mr. Smiles. Love it. All right, guys, you just got your weekly motivation power talk with Mr. Smiles, Vinny Chopra, and we are so excited that you're here with us this week. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment, and feel free to text the word learn to 474747. Also, you can check out Mr. Chopra at vinnychopra.com. You can email his business advisor, John, at john@vinnychopra.com. All of the links to everything will be right here in the show notes. Don't forget also to pick up his #1 international best-selling book, Syndication Made Easy. It'll be also available on audio coming up here in the next 2 weeks.
Yep.
So that'll be awesome. Mr. Smiles, thank you so much.
Thank you, Alicia. Thank you. It's a pleasure to talk to you, in the morning and for our weekly show. Guys, please like, subscribe, share, and we look forward to seeing you. One of my appearances in Florida or Georgia, Texas or California in the Bay Area. I live right here in Black Hawk, and, I'm very reachable. So look forward to talking to you.
All right, guys. Till next week.
Bye-bye.
You will be amazed at the insights Vinny will share each week. He will share his experiences. He has taken $7 to over $220 million portfolio in commercial real estate. To reach Mr. Smiles, text the word syndication to 474747 or go to his website, vinnychopra.com.